This is what my grandmother always told me. Wisdom passed down to her through I don't know how many generations of women, all living in this same landscape, born here, dying here, buried near the church or down in the graveyard. This is a secret, my grandmother always said, to passing along truths in a way that works. Tell the tale you need them to hear when no one wants to hear your story or deal with your awkward truth. You sit them down and say, well, this is what my grandmother always told me. And it's what we've passed down through countless generations. It's an old story in my family. It's an old story in my town, I suppose. It was better known back in the day when people told it to each other over a pint, but times change, and my gran said nothing was quite the same after the cinema and the newsreel. So long as I put plausible words in her mouth, I can give my tales a dash of ancestral authenticity. If I tell you my gran said it years ago, and got it from her mum, who was born in the 19th century, there's a whiff of proper folklore. Real history. Truth. My gran always said cats know when it's going to hail, that Romans raced chariots around a local hilltop, that the medieval rabbit warrens were mass graves from smallpox, that playing the mouth organ in a rainstorm would bring terrible bad luck. She said, if you start with, my granny said, people hear you differently. Or perhaps she never said any such things, and I made it all up. And perhaps she always encouraged me to do that. Perhaps the tradition in my family, passed down the generations, is to make up total bollocks for folklorists to collect. There's no way to know. Folklore, alive on the trickster lips of playful people. Folklore, the sometimes art of simple country folk getting one over on the smug and self-important. There's no way to tell. Folklore, just the way my granny said it should be. Make of it what you will.